Sourcing.
Overview.
If you've ever been placed in charge of hiring before,
You know that it can be a long and tiresome feat,
from sourcing to screening to interviewing and so on, it can really break down your morale.
especially in this job market.
You've heard us talk about the unemployment rate, which has been historically low.
With limited people engaged in searching for new jobs, it has grown increasingly difficult to find talent.
But perhaps low morale is part of the struggle.
Hiring should be fun.
Think about the big picture here.
When bringing a new human onto your team, the hope is that they'll add so much value that your company can do nothing but level up.
Which is great.
Every company strives to improve, and bringing on an awesome, fresh-faced teammate should help you do just that.
This brings us to the second step of the hiring funnel.
Once you've clearly defined the role, and I mean seriously, take time to DTR, so you know what your rockstar will look like. You'll need to start the initial search for those that might fit the bill.
But where do you find those available people?
Well,
Well, there are many options to get you started.
an applicant tracking system, or ATS for short, is a good place to begin.
Once you've posted your criteria, aka the job ad, you must wait for the pool to fill.
While we're waiting, let's actually define what it means to source candidates.
The word source means to get a product or basic material from somewhere.
In our case, those materials are our candidates,
And we can source them from many different locations in a variety of ways.
which we'll cover here, so don't panic if you have no idea where to begin.
Typically, it'll take a solid week or two to allow for your candidates to populate in the job ad.
In the meantime, it might be worthwhile to think through your sphere of influence. Who do you know that could do the job?
Who do you know that might know someone that could do the job? Did that make sense?
Did that even make sense?
Anyway, there's time to kill before diving headfirst into the job and your ATS.
If you hop in after an hour of the job going live, you'll be sorely disappointed.
But don't be discouraged.
As a company looking to bring on a new employee or employees, you have options.
Everyone loves options, right?
Remember what I said earlier about referring back to your sphere? Your social media is not just for FOMO. Reach out and let people know what you're looking for.
Outside of posting to job boards and waiting, you can seek referrals from trusted members of your business, whether that's managers or other high-level employees, or just people that you trust.
Referrals are awesome because they typically mean that someone is taking a chance on another person.
I'm a bold human, but if I don't trust that someone will crush it at a job, I won't suggest them.
End of story.
So if you've got someone advocating for someone else,
You know they're great.
end of story.
If you don't feel solid about the whole hiring process, you can always outsource for your convenience.
You've got recruiting firms.
Staffing agencies and offshore sourcing companies.
There are many options that get the job done and allow you as a business owner to get on with it.
We'll dive more deeply into each of these options to help you get a better understanding of what might be the best choice for your business.
Sourcing and screening can be the lengthiest sections of the hiring process. So you want to make sure you weigh all of your options before getting started on the search.
Just remember that hiring needs to be fun.
As a business owner, whether you're doing the recruiting yourself or not, you have to be in it and enjoy and trust the process.
Otherwise, you'll be miserable, bringing a new human into your misery.
And you guessed it, those people surely won't stay.
So pep up, folks.
Pep up, folks.